More than fine acting chops to transform yourself from the American hustler to the American sniper. For Bradley Cooper, it involved massive weight gain, rigorous accent training, and some real-life hero worship. Tonight, he opens up to my Nightline co-anchor, Byron Pitts.
In this heart-pumping, death at long distance, highly patriotic film,
I'll pick it up.
Hollywood hunk Bradley Cooper does more than portray an American war hero.
Are you Chief Chris Kyle?
Yes, sir.
He humanizes him.
We met in Fallujah. You saved my life.
I did?
Yes, sir.
Legendary Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, the most lethal sniper in U.S. military history. 150 confirmed kills. The enemy feared him. His peers on the battlefield revered him.
All these guys, they know your name. They feel invincible with you up there. They're not. They are if they think they are.
Based on the autobiographical New York Times bestseller,
I got a woman and a kid 200 yards out.
American Sniper chronicles Chris Kyle's professional success and his repercussions on his psyche and his personal life.
I'm stateside.
You're home?
I guess I just needed a minute.
The kids are dying to see you. It's been 9 months.
I'm coming home.
There's already buzz of a third possible Oscar nomination. He was previously nominated for American Hustle.
What is there to confront about? I don't understand. The casino guys.
And Silver Linings Playbook.
You have poor social skills.
You scare people.
I tell the truth. You're mean.
American Sniper bears the intimate details iconic director Clint Eastwood is known for.
Clint was right there for that moment.
Next to you.
I mean, when I say he was close, I mean, when I was on that gun, I mean, he was right there, sort of talking. And that's the way it was shooting the whole movie. Clint was there all the time.
For all the intensity on screen, Cooper and Eastwood shared humorous moments off of it. Like the director wondering if his star should actually lift the 400 pounds you see in this scene 8 times.
You know, he just said, well, do you have to really lift that weight? And I said, yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, don't pull anything.
Cooper gained nearly 50 pounds for American Sniper and trained with a dialect coach to give this Philly boy Chris Kyle's Texas twang.
You wouldn't say like everything. There's like everything in Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know, you wouldn't do Saturday, Sunday. You know what I mean? It's very interesting, the difference. It's almost like learning a foreign language.
And you stayed in character the whole time?
Yeah, I mean...
Like even like talking to your girlfriend?
Yeah, God bless her. Yes.
Cooper's girlfriend is 23-year-old British model and actress Suki Waterhouse. Though he's intensely private about it, their relationship, much like everything in Cooper's life, has been relentlessly chronicled by the paparazzi and his career by the press. He's the shirtless cover star of W Magazine's movie issue. These days, Cooper has returned to the theater, starring in The Elephant Man on Broadway, performing to packed audiences and receiving rave reviews. So how does one of the most celebrated actors get to work every day? The subway, of course.
That's crazy.
Is it? I mean, it doesn't feel crazy. I always take the subway here.
How is it different being photographed by paparazzi who follow you around the world to being snapped by folks
with their iPhone? I have a lot of maneuvers. And, you know, you can hold on to railings, and if you sense somebody, you know, it's a constant thing that you do. So people are very covert, man. They'll do a lot of this thing, and then you just see it just hanging out there, and you're like, what? You know? Yeah, there's also this, like, reading the thing. You're like, well, you don't have to. You can read it there.
For all his success, there's a down-to-earth guy-next-door quality to Bradley Cooper, and he gives full credit to his family. He dotes on his late father, Charlie Cooper.
Yeah, my dad was my man.
What do you think he has said about this performance?
You know, as he got older, he was very emotional. You know, growing up, I think that happens to men. I remember thinking when I was a kid, you know, the idea of crying was like, never. I was always so proud. So, and as my father got older, I started to see him really start to dip into the emotion of his life.
His close-knit family dynamic enabled him to flourish.
I never, ever grew up with parents that pushed me to do anything other than something that was going to make me happy. And I know that that's a rare thing. But I was also lucky because I had such a self-generated engine in myself that I never needed them to push me.
Cooper graduated with honors from Georgetown, studied acting at New York's The New School, appearing on its program Inside the Actor's Studio with guest Sean Penn.
Hey, Mr. Penn. My name's Bradley Cooper. I'm a second-year actor. My question's regarding Hurley Burley. What was it like to revisit a character, Eddie, after a 10-year hiatus?
Yeah, it was the first time that
Success seemed far from certain.
You want to go for a ride in my Porsche?
From a one-time role on Sex and the City.
You know what? I gotta go home.
No way. I'm not letting you out.
My shirt didn't have enough ice cream on it.
To his recurring one on Aliens, bit parts in movies. But it all changed 6 years ago.
Through a night the four of us will never forget.
With The Hangover.
How does one go from the Hangover movies to these very serious, in part dark characters in some way?
Well, I don't see any difference at all.
Huh?
I don't. I mean, Phil Winnick to me was a real character that wasn't me. Tracy, it's Phil.
Bill, where the hell are you guys?
And Todd Phillips is an auteur director, and Zach Galifianakis and Ed Helms are as good as Christian Bale and Jeremy Renner. I mean, those guys are serious gangster actors. I mean, they are no joke, and you got to bring it hard every time you're with them. So I actually see it as the same thing.
Do you want to die? Is that what it is?
No.
Just tell me. Tell me why you do it.
Come on.
I want to understand.
Babe, I do it for you. You know that I do to protect you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I'm here. Your family is here. Your children have no father.
Well, I have to serve my country.
You don't know when to quit.
There is very little humor in American Sniper. It delves deeply, soberly into the high cost of war, the aftermath of battle when the adrenaline rush is past. For all his preparation, Cooper only spoke to Chris Kyle once by phone.
Chris thought maybe a little too pretty to play him.
He did say that, yeah. He wanted to tie me up, put me in the back of his pickup truck and ride around. But I found that as a compliment.
A compliment?
Well, pretty, thanks, yeah. 38, pretty, okay.
But before the movie went into production, life took a tragic Hollywood turn.
That shocking killing of legendary Navy SEAL Chris Kyle. The most lethal sniper in U.S. history was gunned down at a Texas shooting range over the weekend. The man arrested a troubled former Marine whom Kyle was trying to help.
After his death, Cooper met with Kyle's family, including his father, Wayne.
I just tried to get to know him, and I wanted him to get to know me. And I've said that we're going to do right by your son and do everything we can. And I meant it. And I think he saw that.
You got eyes on this? Can you confirm?
Whether he wins any major awards or not for American Sniper, Bradley Cooper has already achieved 2 major successes: honor an American hero, and his father's dream for his son to live a full life.
If he was still alive, he'd be 74 now. He would be a mess. I think every time he would see me, he'd probably cry because he would be so happy.
For Nightline, I'm Byron Pitts in New York.
Nice. American Sniper will be